Might be autistic, you know.
Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is our first proper video back, not just the welcoming back and the announcement. This is the first content video. And today I thought I'd do a little dart experiment. Now, as a few of you know, because a few of you obviously know me in person, you know I like to throw fast. You know my action is very, very sped up. Bit too sped up in some ways, and our experiment today is to test which I can play better with, because the past few days I've been experimenting with a slower throw, with a more methodical action, and in some ways it's helped and in some ways it hasn't. So I just want to see where that takes me and what average I can get with both throws. Now I note that this isn't a very good time in my darts career. I am playing absolutely terrible, so all of these averages are not going to be anything above 60. So we're going to have fun anyways, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so the first game here is going to be the fast action, and I want to show you a few practice darts before we get into the actual game. This is not a game against any sort of dart, but it's just 3 legs where I'm playing myself to see how many darts I can finish in, really. So I'm just going to start now. So this is the throw-in action I've used in many competitions over the last year, and it's worked, but I'm experiencing difficulties with it in some ways. But anyways, I'll get into the game after these 3 darts. Game is about to start. Game on. So as we are getting into our first game, this is the fast-paced game. It's a style I've used for a long while. The theory is I can just I think less about the throw when I'm down on the shot. You know, like I'm not thinking about it too much. It's not too methodical, but for the past year or so, it has worked a treat. But it's only the past few months where I've had problems with snatching and bounce outs. And in this game, you can probably see some elements of that in these first 9 darts that I will show you. If I showed you the full game, then it wouldn't be able to fit onto YouTube. It would be hours long. But yeah, we've got our match highlights here. That's what I can show at the moment, because it's too long the way I played this game. A nice cheeky little ton there to leave 75. I hit 35 after that, left tops, and hit it first dart. Not the best openings, but it was okay, I guess. And the next game highlights, it's very unlucky not to have had a 140 here. Just shifted over to the side, but it's an 80 nonetheless. Then coming back to the board, this whole game I was very inconsistent with my game. Just flying darts off into the 5s and 1s everywhere. It's a big problem, but another cheeky little ton there. But it's time for me to experiment with how I play, because it's on and off here and there. I'm playing okay and then I'm playing bad. I need something to boost me up before big events in the next year or so. As I hit a cheeky little 70, that left me on a 117 in fact. So you see me going down to the 19s trying to get treble 19. Sticking to myself, and I'm on 78, and I hit treble 18 to leave double 12. I dawdled around on this finish for a while, leaving myself on 3. Hit the 1, went up, and then I snatched the last dot so bad, but it still went in, so I'm not complaining too much. And then the last leg was The last leg was very uneventful. There was only one highlight, and that was at the start of the leg here, where I hit my third cheeky little ton. Still not the greatest. And then I dawdled around on the finish again, leaving myself 10. Finally hit it after probably 9 or something darts, so wasn't the greatest. And here is the game average. It's pretty embarrassing to have 37 average. Would love to have had a much better average than that, because that's nowhere near how I play. But we go off into the slow-paced game and see how that goes. Okay, so now that we have the fast game out of the way, we're going to move on to the slow game. And as we can see, the fast game wasn't the greatest of games, but it gives a demonstration of how I'm feeling right now, I guess. Game on. And as we head off into the second game, the slower game, as I played, it's what I've been using for the past week to combat the snatchiness and the most, my throws become very erratic as of late. Little fluky shot at the start to open things up was, I laughed it off a little bit, and then I hit a treble 20 first dart, and I was thinking, come on, just missed, and I thought, I'd get 140. Oh, and it flew into the double top, so another lucky shot to get us going. It was a 120 in the end. But I feel as though I felt a lot more comfortable in this game throwing. It didn't feel quite right at the time, but it was a lot better than I probably could have dreamed for. Here we are in the first leg, needing 35, and I go 19, just wire it outside. And here's what I would normally do with my old throw. I'd always miss the second dart, but I just recomposed and threw the last one in. And here we go into the second leg, and we open up with a treble 20. Thinking, oh, another 180's coming. No, I'd snatch it into the 5, and then an 85 is a decent opening to a game. Could probably be much better, considering the lie of the dart. That's another thing that I've been annoyed at myself. I cannot find the lie of the dart at the moment. And then a 20, and then a treble 1, that threw me off a bit, so I went downstairs, and it was the perfectly thrown dart into the treble 19. That was another one where I felt a little bit more in control of my shots, and I felt a little bit more happy throwing them. But still not there in terms of what I used to be, in all fairness. You see, I hit 2 5s, and then I'm thinking, oh god, here we go again. But then I threw my dart perfectly into the treble 20. And then 109 required, 19, leave 90. Could I get a ton plus finish? Could I get a ton plus finish? Double 18! Oh, and he's just missed it, just outside the wire. I then hit 18 the next shot, left double 9, hit it first dart. But yeah, the slower, it feels much more in control. Last leg again was very uneventful. Double 1 required. I was saying to myself here, please come on, snatch the last dart again, and it went in. But it was a lot more content game for me. As you can see here, the averages. A 46 is a little bit more return to normality, but not exactly where I need to be at the moment. But I think we know the conclusion that I can probably gather from this experiment. So guys, we finished both games, got a few conclusions and a few upsides and downsides. First conclusion would probably be a downside, the fast throw and the fast pace that I once loved and used all the time, never went away from it. It doesn't feel right anymore. It feels a lot snatchier, it doesn't feel natural. I'm overworking myself on pretty much every dart, and I'm throwing them off into the 1s and the 5s and the 12s. It doesn't feel solid anymore, and the average could probably tell you that a 37 average is nowhere near how my game should be at the moment. It should be probably high 40s to high 50s maybe. That's like the game I should be at in this moment in time. The other conclusion would be the slow throw does feel a lot more controlled and natural. Feels a lot more solid. It feels like I can place the dart in the ball a lot better, although it's not where I want to be at the moment. I know I could be a lot better in terms of averages for like high 50s to high 60s. That's an average I could probably do a few months ago, but with this new throw, I really hope I can develop it over the next few months and really get some good results out of it, because it feels a lot more, it makes a lot more sense than just going up and throwing them. It feels a lot more like sensible to just set it and then release it, if you know what I mean. But we don't know we don't know what will happen in the future. For all I know, I might be throwing it entirely different way in the next few weeks or months, maybe even years. So I'm going to keep throwing slow. Hopefully it'll help me and not hinder me, and we'll see where it goes from there. Obviously I will show you along the journey, along the way, with all my games and tournaments I do go to. But anyways, that should cap off the video. If you liked it, please like and comment. If it's a hate comment again or a positive comment, just leave it down there, and again I'll take them with pride and maybe build on them as well. But yeah, make sure you can subscribe as well. That'll keep me from doing these videos. That'll keep me having that motivation to share with you guys these videos. But anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.